There's an invisible, silent killer stalking our land. Do you know how deadly contagions actually spread? They spread via something called a carrier. Guess who employs a whole lot of carriers? The same people that'll happily deliver your mail-in ballot. The U.S. Post Office. Everyone now knows and admits the greatest threat we have ever faced as a nation is voting by mail. But don't worry, you won't really have to vote by mail, because the post office is about to disappear. The post office was something dreamt up by the founding fathers. They even put it in the Constitution, a document written by men with wooden teeth, wearing powdered wigs, and flying metallic objects on kites and electrical storms. Those are guys you want to trust? Watch how your dog reacts when the post office guy comes skulking around. Even he understands how dangerous that is. Know what else is dangerous? Ever lick an envelope and get a paper cut on your tongue? Your tongue is connected to the back of your throat, which is connected to the back of your neck. A deep enough paper cut, starting at the tip of your tongue, could go right through and cut off your entire head. And a 50-cent adhesive stamp may just get your letter anywhere in the country within a couple of days, but it's useless for reattaching your freshly decapitated head. You could try ordering some medicine by mail for your decapitated head. The post office delivers more medicine by mail to more locations than anyone else in the world, which is just great for elderly people in rural areas with no clinics or pharmacies nearby. But what about the rest of us? The natural order of life is for wild animals to feed on slower, older people who live out in the sticks. Now all the bears and wolves will have to wander into town and stalk the rest of us to sate their desire for human blood. The post office had to go and upset the natural balance of nature. Speaking of eating, the post office also facilitates the nation's largest one-day food drive, Stamp Out Hunger. Break out your can openers and get ready to enjoy another lethal, jagged piece of metal in your home. Guess who else used to eat a lot of food out of tins? Armed service members. The post office employs more veterans than anyone else in the country. Guess what our nation's veterans were doing when they weren't eating their K-rations from pull-top tin cans? Ever hear of a little thing called World War II? Yep, they were killing Nazis. Problem is, some people really like Nazis. So maybe that's why some people want to eliminate the 97,000 jobs those veterans are doing, along with another 7.3 million Americans. The post office has a 90% approval rating. That's higher than the National Park Service. That's higher than the space program. It delivers 48% of the world's mail to 150 million households. So, 9 times 5 equals 45. 7 plus 3 equals 10. 10 plus 45 equals 55, the price of a first-class postage stamp. Multiply that by 0 and 0. You get 0. Is the amount of tax dollars that the post office receives to cover its operating expenses. 0. The post office covers its annual operating budget without taking tax dollars from the public. We still have a couple of numbers here. So, we have a 1. We can add that to the 4. That equals 5. 5 times 8 equals 40. Our 40th president was Ronald Reagan. Now we're getting somewhere. Multiply 40 times that remaining 0 and we get 0. Again. Oh, no, we're all good. 0. 0 is perfect because 0 is the exact percentage chance you will have of voting safely in the time of COVID in a free and democratic election if some people get their way and they dismantle the post office. The service created by our founding fathers, the one in the Constitution. that we don't pay any tax dollars to support. But if you don't have to bother filling out a ballot, think of all the free time you're gonna have and all the fun things you'll be free to do. That zero is back again, isn't it?